Furby. Furby bro. Oreo. Hey, bud. Furby bro. Whoa. Hey, Bubba. Bubba boy. Hold on, big guy. I gotta get the live shirt out. Yeah. There we go. Hey, big guy. Okay, chat's pulled up, live shirt out. Think we're good. Think we're good, Bubba. I got fans pointed at the phone to help keep it nice and cool because it tends to get hot when we're streaming. I got fans pointed at us to help keep us cool. Just makes it really noisy. I need one of those fancy mics that cuts out background noise. Or a way to mount my shotgun mic. Yeah. Hi, bud. Are you a good boy? I think tomorrow's going to be a bath day. Yeah. Get you a bath. How about that? And it's summertime, so we don't have to heat the bathroom up as much. Nope. Hello, hello. How's it going? Hi to all of you that are joining. How's y'all's Wednesday going? You subscribed? Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark so we can start expanding the channel. And I want to be able to monetize it a bit so I can bring in an editor to make our videos look a little bit more professional, I guess, polished, whatever word you want to put there. And a great way to help us is subscribing and liking our content. We really appreciate that, so thank you. Bubba. Don't bite my gauges, dude. Don't bite my gauges, bro. Those aren't for you. No, those aren't for you to play with. Hey, Turtle, how are you? How are you and Mighty doing? Thank you all for the subscriptions. I appreciate that. You ask all your friends and family to subscribe. I appreciate that. Sorry we weren't live on Monday. I was feeling a little low energy that day. I'm not one that deals well with heat. I had summer is my least favorite season. So I was just kind of, and my meds were kind of messing with me a little bit too. So I was like, eh. And I'm thinking about changing up our schedule a little bit. So I'm thinking that Wednesday. So our schedule currently is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we're trying to work that Saturday in. But I think what we're gonna do is do live streams Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or if not Saturday, then Sunday. And then we'll keep our video uploads to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Because I looked at our analytics and our Monday live streams aren't the most popular, so. I don't know how people just live stream 5-7 days a week. I feel like I run out of stuff to talk about. And especially considering I don't comment on politics or anything like that. I'm just like, I don't know how people just have endless nonsense to talk about. Hello, hello. We'll be doing another stream on Friday. On Wednesdays and Fridays, Mr. Burbs Oreo. He gets a WALNUT. I have to spell it because if I say it, he'll want one. And he's gonna get one here shortly. But those are special treat days. Hey, Potato. We're doing all right, thank you. Hope you all survived that tropical depression. Those are never fun. I'm guessing you got I'm guessing you got multiple storm systems moving through. I hope you all are safe. Turtle week's going well. Can't complain. Oh, you get to work from home tomorrow. Hell yeah. You're hoping there's enough friends with the streets flood so you don't have to go to work tomorrow? Nice. I remember as a kid, the first time I experienced like an actual like flooded situation. And I'm not talking like riverbanks or rivers going over the bank. I'm talking like in my neighborhood. It rained so bad one year in the summertime, maybe fall, but it rained so bad up here in Washington that our entire neighborhood was flooded, and we could literally float a boat from my house down to my Aunt Kim's house. We had like these aluminum. We always call them John boats. I don't know what they're actually called, but they're like aluminum flat bottom boats. And there was enough water where you could float down the street. And I remember building sandbag walls around her property because her property was lower than ours. So we put sandbags up to try to stop some of the flooding. Hey, Ryami, how are you? Yeah, September can definitely be a pretty wet season for sure, or wet month. Spring and autumn are typically our rainiest. From what I've experienced. It also depends on what part of the state you're into. Chilling in bed like old people. Oh, I feel that. I was flipping a coin on whether I wanted to go live or lay in bed with all the fans pointed at me in Oreo. It's so hot. Saving up for a John boat? Nice. I don't know where my grandpa got them, but we always had at least one or two on the property. Like, we would sell one, and then like 6 months later, we'd go get a different one. And we had like a 10 or 12 footer, and then we had like a 15, 20 footer. One was flat bottom, and one was a V-hole. And we'd always take them out on the local lakes or float down the river in them. Usually had an electric trolling motor and then a gas-powered motor on the back. When I was a kid, my dad and I took the smaller boat out on a lake called Macintosh Lake. And something went wrong with the engine. I don't know if the electric trolling motor, which is the only motor we had on it at the time, because at that lake you weren't allowed to use gas-powered motors. You had to either use wind or row or electric. And I can't remember if the propeller got tangled in seaweed or milfoil or whatever it's called, or if the battery didn't charge all the way or something, but we're out there for about an hour and then the engine stops. And it's a really windy day. And this wind is just pushing us all over the lake. And we could not get back to shore. So we finally drifted over to like this floating dock. And we just tied up and sat there for a little bit till the wind died out. I just fished. That's what I did. I just didn't catch anything though, unfortunately. I've always wanted to go on an airboat. I know they're loud, but I think it'd be cool to go on an airboat. Never been on one. Oreo does rock, indeed. He's been a happy boy with the heat. It hasn't been hot enough down here that I've had to keep him cool, but I got the spray bottle ready to go in case it gets too hot, and then mist him and put him in front of a fan. Hey Barbara, we're doing good, thank you. How are you? Rami, you're craving chocolate? Nice. Yeah, same. Lacey and I went to the store today and I was like, I really wanted ice cream, but I figure it's healthier to get rotisserie chicken, so that's what I got. But Ben and Jerry's was calling to me. Good night, potato. Sleep tight. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you all are safe tomorrow, for as long as the storms roll through. Amazon's got some cool power banks if you got the money to go grab a couple. That's one thing I wanted to get set up, is a bigger power bank. Ideally, I'd want to get one that I can hook up to solar panels. or even find a way to like hook my bike up to it and power it through like an alternator or something. Sorry, charge it. Maybe I'll go steal one of Alicia's Italian ices that she has. Don't tell her. Do y'all have any weekend plans? Hi, buddy. Are you enjoying the fans? Yeah, are you enjoying the breeze? A little bit of airflow going around you to help keep you cool. Oreo is being a quiet burbs indeed. But I bet you if I say the magic word, he'll perk up. Bubba. Bubba. Do you want a walnut? Do you want a walnut? Yeah, it's Walnut Wednesday. Let's get you set up for a walnut, my dude. Yeah, let's get you set up for a walnut. We already did Berber meds. Yeah, we already did Berber meds. That was earlier because Lacey has to go to bed early tonight because of work. Hey, little bud. There you go. Let's get you some water. There's water for you. And now I'm gonna try to remember what I did with your walnuts. Because I actually don't know what I did with them. Well, I need to get behind the tripod. But the way my room is set up, that is a pain in the ass. Berber, guess what I found? Yeah, I found walnuts. Burr, 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 burr. Let me get it started for you, big guy. Here you go, little dude. Here you go, my guy. Good night, Turtle. Sleep tight. Thanks for moderating. Happy early birthday around me. I didn't know if you were going to make that public, so I didn't say anything. Where are you going to go out for your birthday? Are you guys going to go, like, do an activity? You going to go do dinner or lunch? Gonna go paint the town red? I'm pretty boring on my birthday, so if I'm not doing a live stream, I'm eating a piece of German chocolate cake, and that's it. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, Bubba. Furby bro, Oreo. Burby bro, Oreo. Burber, are you my best friend? Are you my best friend? Burber, don't tell Lacey, but in the hierarchy of best friends, you're at the top. Yeah. It goes Oreo, Bobby the dog, and then Lacey. But don't tell Lacey that, okay? She'll get upset. Dinner and chocolate cake at your favorite restaurant. Nice. That sounds delicious. Parrot indeed. He is a good verbs. Yeah. He's a good boy. Oh yeah, I made coffee, bub. I made coffee. Burby bro whoa whoa. Here, I'll be right back, okay? I gotta go take a piss. Yeah, I gotta go take a piss. I'll be right back. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Hello. What's up, my dude? Oh, hey, Liz. What's up? How are you? How are you and the hubby doing? It's impossible for me to melt. My heart is ice cold, below zero. That I was trying to make a joke out of that, and it wasn't going anywhere. 104 in Massachusetts. Fuck that. I think you got up to like 88, 90 here. Too hot. I walked outside to go to the store with Lacey, and I was like, fuck this. I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I'm an indoor person. Like, I love being out in nature. I do. I grew up as an outdoors kid, as an outdoors teenager, but as I've gotten older, being inside is the best. Hey, Bobo, that hit me. Don't throw your walnut shells at me. Now, I will go outside, but not when it's this hot. I like a good, if I'm going to be outside, I like September, October type weather. Cool, not too hot. I'll take rain over it being hot, because then I can throw a jacket on, throw on a Carhartt with a hoodie, go out to the beach, whatever, that's fine. But I do not handle heat well. It was way worse when I had more weight on, but even now, it still sucks. Forever, I don't know where that walnut went, bub. Yeah. It bounced off my leg and then ricocheted a few times. I think you're SOL on that, bud. I'm doing a grid search and can't find it, big guy. I'm sorry. I found half of it. It's empty, though. Hi, bud. Ouch. Okay, comments. That's what I was gonna do. Yes, 104 does sound awful. You become an at-home body? Yeah, same. As I get older, I find that my tolerance for being around people in public is getting way less. Like, I don't think I'm agoraphobic, but just being out in public and around people stresses me out more than it ever has in the past. I think part of it is just all the noise. It becomes very stressful. Yeah, I got a mohawk about a month and a half ago, and then I had it trimmed up about a week ago because I had an EEG done, and they had to put stickers all over my head, and so I had I almost said my grandma. No, I had Lacey's grandma, who was a beautician for most of her life. I had her trim up the sides to make it nice and neat so the stickers wouldn't be a mess. And my hair grows fast, so in about 2 or 3 weeks I'll have to have it trimmed up again. That is the one thing about mohawks that I don't like, is the fact that, like, you have to get the sides trimmed up. I want to make a mold so I could just put it over my head and then just shave around it. I actually might do that with, like, get some good thick aluminum foil and make a mold. And that way I can just take the electric shavers and just trim it and have clean lines. You still have that bruise? Damn. That's no fun. Hopefully that heals up quick. My guess is you probably bruised the bone a bit. Ugh. Ankles are like... I've twisted my ankle, I've sprained my ankle. I've done a lot of damage to this body over the years. The fish use magic to get you. They're like, oh, come and steal our people, huh? Well, enjoy this rock. Man, I haven't been to a river in a while. It'd be fun to go tubing. Wait, her grandma's name was Barbara? Oh, that's cool. My grandmother's name was Catherine. Catherine Wolf. Berber, stop throwing walnut shells on the floor, bud. I didn't realize how much unicorn stuff I have, but I have, because I was working on the table, and I forgot I had unicorn salt and pepper shakers over there. Well, one's over there and one's in my windowsill. I use them as decorations. And then I have the skeleton unicorn, and then I have a unicorn sticker, I think, if I remember right. And then I have a brass unicorn that was my grandma's, which I need to clean up. He is nomming his walnut. He's almost done with it. I'm feeling okay. Um, Low energy kind of here and there, but like that's why we weren't live on Monday. Because I'll wake up at like, I'll say that the Kepra has done a pretty good job at managing my sleep a little bit in a weird way. So usually what happens when I wasn't on the Kepra, I would sleep for 8 hours, be up for 30 hours. Something like that, around, or 40, something like that. And then I'd crash out again for another 8-10 hours, and that cycle would repeat. And then my sleep, but it would shift throughout, like, I would have like a week or two where I would sleep at night, and then a week where I would sleep like 4 hours in the morning, and then like go to bed at like 8 in the morning and wake up at like 2 in the afternoon, and then be up for 30-40 hours. Well, with the Kepra, I'm passing out at like, well, it depends. That it really depends on when I pass out. But I'll fall asleep, sleep for about 5 hours, wake up, be up for 12 hours, 14 hours, crash back out for another 4 or 5 hours, wake up, and do that cycle over and over again. The problem with that is, much like the cycle before, it's not consistently at night. So I might fall asleep at like 6 p.m. and wake up at like 11, and then be up for 12, 14 hours, and then fall asleep whenever. So it's making me sleep better, sort of. But when I do fall asleep on the Kepra, I wake up like I wake up like every 2 hours of the. So like, if I sleep for 5 hours, I wake up like every 2 hours for like a minute, and then I'll fall back to sleep after like 10 minutes. So I don't think I'm getting full cycles of sleep. And my dreams are insane. My dreams have been crazy. They're way more vivid. They're like psychotic. I don't know how to describe them. They're insane. And I remember them when I wake up and I'm like, that was really fucking weird. And then I kind of forget a lot of them after about 20 minutes. And I also wake up with songs in my head. Like, I'll just wake up with like random song lyrics in my head, or a guitar riff or something. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't exactly like it, but whatever. I see my neurologist on the 30th, and I'm gonna talk to him about it, because there's some side effects that I'm like, I don't really want to be on these long term, unfortunately. Or if we can adjust things to make it a little bit more tolerable. But haven't had a seizure, so yay. Niece is calling. Well, tell France I said what's up. Wait, niece is in France, right? I'm bad at geology. Yeah, I'm bad at geology and geometry and geography. Anything that starts with geo, I'm pretty bad at. Furby bro, Oreo. What's up, bub? Remember, I gotta record a couple of videos, which means I gotta turn off these fans. And it's gonna be really warm when I do. Yeah. I gotta turn off at least 2 of the 3 fans so that the sound quality is somewhat decent. We'll leave the window fan on. Because I gotta have some air moving through here. If the rest of the summer is gonna be like this, I gotta figure out a way to keep the room a little bit cooler during the day. Yeah, definitely getting some sleep. It's a little weird, but as long as I'm sleeping, I guess. Hey, good boy, you're not biting me. And I'm playing with the fidget cube. That's a good boy. Maybe this is how we get you more used to me having stuff in my hands. The Infinicube. I want a fidget spinner. I used to have one, but I think I ended up giving it to a kiddo. Sounds like you're not getting enough Delta Wave sleep. Very likely. I need to repair my Fitbit with my phone. I forgot that when I factory reset my phone, took my Fitbit off my phone, so I need to get it paired back up and go look at my sleep cycles because Fitbit will track that. Lacey's mom just got a Pixel Watch. I'm so jelly. I'm so jelly. Have you heard about TikTok being bought? No. I don't know if Kepra's actually helping the seizures because I've only had one seizure, and I didn't get put on Keppra until like 6 months later, and in that 6 months I haven't had another seizure. So like there's a 6 month gap between the first seizure and me being put on Keppra. So it's really hard to tell if Keppra is actually doing anything. It's kind of we're gonna put you on this and hope that it reduces your chance of seizures, but no real proof of that. Like, for me, like, I know Keppra does help prevent seizures, I'm not saying that, but since I've only had one seizure and I don't have, like, chronic seizures, it's really hard to tell if it actually is preventing seizures or not. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to my neurologist on the 30th and be like, what did the EEG show, if anything? And what is our plan for the next year? I mean, the last time I talked to him, he wanted me to be on drugs for the rest of my life. And I'm okay with that, but the side effects I'm not so happy with. Who's a pretty Barbie? Burr, 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 burr. Burr, 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 burr. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh, Pixel 10 launch event. Fuck yeah. August 20th. Sick. Maybe I'll hold off on a payment plan for a phone until the 10 comes out. I want to switch from T-Mobile over to Google's mobile plan. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Wow, putting TikTok into Google News search is crazy. Uh, Holy shit, there's a lot of TikTok stories. Only like 3 of them about any type of sales. Okay. That was insane. Okay. Mario's being a very good barbs tonight. He is indeed. I think he's a little tired. What else am I doing this summer? Nothing. Kind of take it as it comes, you know? I have a joke for that, but can't say it on YouTube. Anyway, you know, Lacey has off Wednesdays, so sometimes we go do stuff on the weekends or on Wednesday. I know we were talking about maybe taking Bobby and the Burbs out, but it's just been so hot. And Bobby refuses to wear shoes, so we can't take him out because of the concretes or the asphalt's so hot. And then having to keep Burbo cool in his backpack because that backpack gets really hot. I need to get a better backpack for him at some point, or build something for him. Something that has more open, like a mesh instead of this big plastic bubble that acts like a greenhouse. Do y'all have any fun summer plans? Is me playing with this gonna get me bit, Bubba? Can I play with the Shishibo shape-shifting cube without getting bit? That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Not biting dad. Not biting dad. Okay. Spoke too soon. I have to keep it below chest level, huh? If I bring it up any higher, I get bit. That's fair, I guess. That's fair. I love magnets. Magnets. The old school fidget toy. Look, Berber, it's a flower. It's a flower. Sort of. Don't bite. I actually don't know what you would call this shape. Burr. Busy with family stuff? I feel that. How's your family doing? Oh, another paranormal channel on YouTube. What a shock. I saw a video on YouTube the other day. It's about a person who's a psychic and a demonologist. Or, sorry, an exorcist. And the way that person talks, very con-man-ish and very delusional. Like, they definitely have some fixed false beliefs. So it makes me question if they're dealing with some sort of mental disorders. I can't believe the church like promotes this stuff. We're good. Keep advocating every day and moving forward. Hell yeah. That's about all you can do these days. It's a long, exhausting fight with very few rewards, but it's also worth it. Weird indeed, Rami. Weird indeed. I don't personally believe in demons. And when you look at the history of humanity and demons, you can attribute it to mental illness and mental disorders. And I just, whenever I see videos like this, I watch them because I'm like interested in how it presents. But I'm usually like, yeah, there's something wrong with you, and not demons. And the fact that like the Catholic Church has like an entire program where they teach people how to do exorcisms, and those people get certified in it, and then they go to people's houses to do to do exorcisms. I don't know how that's legal. I don't know. Because like you'll hear all sorts of stories online about how like someone was possessed and the priest went out and did an exorcism, and then they were immediately better afterwards. But like, if you look at any type of real reports from doctors and stuff, there hasn't been one case that I know of that hasn't been solved by medication. Or therapy. Hi, Bubba. Are you a little Bubba? Yeah, you're my little Bubba. Are you a demon? Are you a demon? He's like, I'm an adorable demon if I am, Dad. Oh, Lacey and I were watching TV last night, and she put on this show called, what's it called? Hold on. Oh, it's called Tiny Planet. It's on Apple TV. And Paul Rudd is like the narrator for it. It's like a nature documentary. And it highlights like little tiny animals in the animal kingdom. And it was a sad episode. It was a sad episode, dude. Little baby hummingbirds were taken out by rain, and the mom had to abandon them because she couldn't provide for them and keep the rain off of them, and it was like a hurricane type thing, and they died. And then either that episode or the next episode after it, sugar gliders in Australia were trying to survive the wildfires. And I'm like, this show sucks. It's sad. I don't want to fall asleep listening to little baby hummingbirds not be able to live. That being said, it is a good show. Just be prepared for some sad moments. And it is audio described for visually impaired people too, so that's a bonus. I personally don't have Apple TV, so I don't watch it obviously, but Lacey does, so we'll occasionally kick on a show over there on her TV. And they do have some audio description. They have a lot of stuff that's audio described, which is nice. All right, Bobo, it is to 2055. Almost 2100. Or it's 8:55 and almost 9 o'clock. So, we're going to wrap up. We will be live on Friday, hopefully. That's the plan. I'm hoping my sleep schedule stays like it is now, so I can not fall asleep at 2 in the afternoon and sleep till 8 p.m., which happened over the weekend a few times. Uh, we'll do our best to be live on Friday. And as I said earlier at the beginning of the live stream, I'm looking at shifting around my live stream schedule. I think we're gonna go ahead and drop the Monday live stream. I was looking at analytics, and my Monday live streams don't do as well. So I think what we're gonna do is drop the Monday live stream, and then do Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Because I feel like we'll get more engagement on Saturday evenings because people are off work for the most part and all that stuff. And if we don't do Saturday, then maybe Sunday evening live streams. So we'll get one weekend live stream and 2 week live streams. But I think trying to do 3 or 4 live streams a week is chaotic for me, just because I run out of stuff to talk about, or I get burnt out real quick. So we're gonna drop that Monday stream. We'll move it to for sure Saturday or Sunday stream. That's the plan. We'll see how that goes. I'm not making any guarantees, but that's what I'm looking at doing. But yeah, that being said, Orion, I love you all. Huge shout out to the mods tonight, Turtle, Barbara. Thank you guys for moderating. Happy early birthday, Raami. Right on me. Bleh. We hope you guys have a great rest of your evening and a good tomorrow. Hope wherever you are, you stay cool and comfortable as much as possible. You guys know the spiel. Zackery.com for all your wonderful Zack and all your nonsense. Amazon wishlist, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, merch. Send us a gift offer wish list. We'll make a video about it. Shout you out in the video. Promote whatever you put on the gift receipt, as long as it's not political or religious in nature, and it needs to be YouTube appropriate, PG-13, hopefully. Promote yourself, your small business, your social media, a cause you care about, whatever you want. Tell Oreo hi. If it's a gift or if it's a snack for Oreo, he'll eat it on video. If it's a snack for me, I will not eat it on video. But we're always looking for everyday use items like soap, coffee, audio cables, all that good stuff. Or cold hard cashish. Anyway, we love you all. Be kind to yourselves and others. Go learn some cool shit. Oh, they moved the finish button. What was I saying? Oh yeah, go learn some cool shit. Make the world a better place. Enable retouch. What? No. Okay. If we don't see you, have yourselves a great week, great weekends. Take care. Peace out. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. Find moments of happiness when and where you can. I'm just stalling until I can click a button. Have a great night. We love you. Take care. Peace out. See ya.